Hola mi gente and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean and this is We Are Investing. On today's video, we are going to be discussing Uber stock because we had huge news regarding this company that I think is extremely bullish. Now, quick disclaimer, I am holding Uber as an investment, as a long-term investment. The way I'm doing it is I have shares and I also have leaps. If you don't know what leaps are, these are call options that do not expire for a long time. The call options that I have will not expire until 2023. I am also using the shares that I own. I own more than 100 shares in Uber and I am selling weekly call options against them, meaning each week I am making money off of the stock regardless. The call options that I'm selling weekly, these are called cover calls, are far out of the money. So Uber can move up a lot in one given week and I would be okay. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. My position is down in Uber. It's not terrible, but it is down. This hasn't been one of my best investments so far, but I still am extremely bullish on this stock. I love the fundamentals, I love the story, and the news we're going to go over today, I think is the cherry on the top. It is extremely bullish in my personal opinion. So hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and smash that like button, and let's dive into the news. Now, the news that I want to go over occurred on Monday. The CEO of the company, Dara, bought 200,000 shares of Uber at around $45 a share. This investment that the CEO is making in the company is worth $9 million, which is a ton of money. Now, CEOs get paid a ton, so $9 million might not sound like a lot. But for him, it is a lot. This is a 20% increase in his overall position in this company in one single buy. That is extremely bullish. And he would not buy $9 million worth of stock or increase his position by 20% if he did not believe that the company is doing well. And he is the CEO of the company, so he really knows what's going on. And based off of what we see with the financials and the fundamentals and growth of this company, I can see why he is buying more of the stock at the current price. Because I also believe that the stock is undervalued. Now, it's not just the CEO of Uber that is buying shares. We also have several investment firms buying a ton of Uber. We have Sockhamhead Capital, which increased their position by 230% in the last quarter, and that increase is to 5.1 million shares. We also have Point State Capital, which boosted their position by 453 million, which is a total of 3.9 million shares in this company. And we also have Maverick Capital, which increased its stake by 10% to 2.4 million shares. Now, real quick, before we head over to the SEC filing so you can see for yourself the official document of this purchase, just be aware that this channel has an exclusive promotion for Webull. The promotion to you is that when you open an account with Webull, you don't have to put any money down. You will get one free stock worth up to $300. If you were to deposit any amount, $1, you would also get another free stock valued up to $2,000. So you could potentially get $2,300 by only putting $1 down. You also will get access to the great brokerage platform of Webull, which is far better than many of the other brokerages out there. It is way better than Robinhood. To join Webull, there is a link provided down below in the video description. Now, this promotion will only last to the end of the month, so definitely consider doing it now if you're interested. But let's hop over to the computer, take a look at the official SEC filing, and I also want to show you some things on the charts. Now, this is the official Form 4. This will show us all the information we need to know regarding this purchase. The person who bought the shares was Dara. He bought Uber stock, obviously, it says it right here, and the date of the earliest transaction occurred on November 15th. Now, that's important to know because this information was released on November 16th. After this news was released, we saw an initial spike in the share price. That's not from the CEO buying the shares because he did that on Friday. That's just an initial reaction by the stock market. And actually, the stock market today took back all of those gains. So it doesn't seem like they really care. But this is extremely bullish news in my personal opinion. Now we can see that he bought common stock. He bought them on Friday. The transition code is a P for a purchase. The amount of shares was 200,000 shares. He's adding them and he is buying them at a stock price of $44.92 on average. And after this purchase, the amount of securities beneficially owned following the reported transactions is 1.17 million shares. To be exact, he owns 1,178,200 shares of Uber. And this is a direct ownership. He is personally taking on these shares. And like I said earlier in this video, I just believe that this action by the CEO is extremely bullish. It shows that he has a lot of conviction in the company. He thinks things are going well. Otherwise, he wouldn't be adding 200,000 shares to his personal position. And if we take a look at this company and we take a look at the overall chart, since inception of this stock, since its IPO, the stock pretty much started its IPO at $40. We're trading at $44. Now, Uber today is a much better business than it was back in 2019. In 2019, there was a lot of stuff going on with management that wasn't well. And now we also have Uber Eats, which is a huge business in itself. And COVID pushed sales like by 5 years in that industry. So that was huge growth. We also have rideshare, which is bouncing back and it's getting back to pre-pandemic levels. And when you take a look at this company, they are now starting to post positive EBITDA, meaning they are trending towards total profitability, which was the biggest knock on this company. So my personal opinion is that it's ridiculous that Uber is still trading at the same share price it was when it IPO'd back in 2019. Considering all of the good stuff that has happened to Uber and how much better this business is today than it was back in June of 2019, I just think it's ridiculous, and I think the stock is extremely undervalued. I also think there are a lot of future growth prospects with this stock. I understand that there are risks with it, just like in any stock. Maybe Uber has a little bit more risk because of regulatory pressures. But considering the performance, considering the growth prospects, and considering the price right now, and also considering how bullish some people are, including the CEO, I think that this is a stock that you should be buying right now. That's my personal opinion. And when we look at what happened with the stock off of this news, is we can see that there was an initial pop. Today, it lost all of those gains. So even though this is extremely bullish news, the market does not care, but it will care eventually because this is a sign of things to come, in my personal opinion. Sometimes you just need to be patient in the stock market. Patience will pay off eventually if you do your due diligence and you hold companies that are undervalued and strong companies, which I believe to be the case with Uber. Now, before we sign off today, I just want to let you guys know that we have a Patreon for this channel. It's a great way to support the channel. There is also benefit to you. You get access to a Discord server of over 500 investors where we talk stocks and cryptos every single day. And you'll also get access to a weekly report where I go over what I believe to be the top stock trades for that given week. A link is provided down below. But other than that, I'll catch you all on the flip side. It's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. See ya!